Over the years, the religion of Islam has spread far and wide around the globe. Muslims all over the world make up around 20% of the world population. The spread of Islam in the USA is, however, an untold and interesting story. Islam has prospered in the United States and has been around for more than 300 years. Muslims have influenced the story of the US even since its founding years. Even though Muslims are usually considered as recent immigrants in the US, historical references suggest that Islam has been around since the 18th century, with some historians arguing that Muslims first arrived in the Americas in the early 16th century in present-day New Mexico and Arizona. Sources refer to a Muslim from the 1800s by the name of Umar Said, who migrated to America as a slave from Senegal. He was later a well-known figure, subsequently referred to in a paternalistic manner as Uncle Morio in a North Carolina newspaper. Umar was among the thousands of African slaves who migrated to the USA from places like Senegal, Mali, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Benin, and Nigeria, where Islam was known since the 8th century. Sources suggest there were at least 900,000 out of the 12.5 million Africans taken to the Americas. Among the 400,000 Africans who spent their lives enslaved in the United States, tens of thousands of Muslims who were sometimes forced to convert to Christianity. Though they were a minority among the enslaved population, Muslims were acknowledged like no other community. They were written about with reverence and were said to have acquainted with many prominent figures like the founder of Georgia, James Oglethorpe, President Thomas Jefferson, and John Quincy Adams, Secretary of State Henry Clay, and many more presidents, priests, missionaries, and diplomats of that time. How did Islam, that came with a minority among slaves, manage to thrive in this new environment and spread to the extent it has spread today? The African Muslims, along with themselves, brought to America the vibrant culture and traditions of the West African Muslim population. Despite being a minority, their cultural practices have been able to take root in America to the extent that parts of America still carry along these traditions, unaware of their Islamic origins. These traditions have carried on mainly because of how it brought people together in peace and harmony. For example, non-Muslims all over the Caribbean to this day offer rice cakes as charity, call it sadaqah. Where did this come from? Looking back, we learn that in the Sea Islands, it was a practice among the immigrant Muslim women to offer rice cakes every Friday as charity, known as sadaqah, followed by a chant of Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. This tradition was carried on, having a great influence even among the non-Muslim population of today's Caribbean. The Muslims of the United States, beside being visible, generated much curiosity because of their literacy, an Islamic requirement because believers need to read the Holy Quran. This particularity set them apart from the non-Muslim Africans as well as many illiterate Americans, enslaved and free. Over time, the story and even the presence of African Muslims in the Americas faded from memory. However, since the tragedy of 9/11, Muslims have become a notable presence again. The tension that resulted because of this tragedy caused a growing interest in these forgotten roots of Islam, a stunning discovery to most Muslims and non-Muslims as well. African American Muslims used it to claim an ancient lineage and immigrant communities to show that Islam, far from being foreign, was as American as Christianity. Today, Islam is still alive and kicking in America, which is home country to around 3.5 million Muslims. The beautiful qualities of brotherhood, anti-racism, and peacefulness that Islam inculcates have been able to have a great influence in the American society. Muslims nowadays are a recognized presence in the States, thanks to many famous Muslim personalities in the near past like Malcolm X, Mos Def, Fareed Zakaria, Shaquille O'Neal, Lupe Fiasco, Dr. Oz, Rima Faki, and Muhammad Ali, the great boxer and activist. Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Clay, was a convert to Islam who, under the leadership of a renowned scholar of that time, Elijah Muhammad, stood up for civil rights and freedom. Ali was a persistent fighter in and out of the ring. He was awarded the Liberty Medal for his long-time role as an advocate for humanitarian causes, civil rights, and religious freedom. He was recognized as the champion of freedom for his unrelenting, persistent fight for racial equality, peace, and justice in every area of life all over the world. The light of Islam, as prophesied by the Messenger of Allah, has reached every nook and corner of the world. The growth of Islam in America is not just a story of immigration, but a story of culture, struggle, and freedom. Today, it's become an American story. See you in our future video. Till then, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.